Before we start this video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button to help me and my channel out. And as always, thank you for joining me today. Let's get into it. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Perfect. So now I'm going to be making some meatloaf, and I think this is my first time making it at home. I've done it maybe one time like a couple years ago, but it wasn't as perfect. I am so excited to show you this lovely recipe that I'm going to be making with you today. As you can see, I've started dicing up my onions and garlic. You want to make sure that those onions and garlic are nice and fine for the meatloaf. I'm cutting my green onions pretty thin. You may want to make sure that you have a very sharp knife. This knife that I'm using is a Shun. It was given to me by a friend of mine that I used to work with, and he decided to just give it to me. He was very nice and kind enough to do that. I'm gonna go ahead now and start grating my carrots. If you want, you can soak them in water to avoid discoloration, but I decided to just use lemon juice. It will still do the same just because the acidity in the lemon juice still brightens the color, so it's okay. I didn't want to lose any flavor from soaking it with water. I just decided to go with lemon juice. I went ahead and diced my red bell peppers and green peppers. I use that combination because it will add nice colors to my meatloaf as well as flavors. Essentially, when I think of meatloaf, I think about a giant meatball, but this one is a shape of meatloaf, so you want to get something that helps bind it all together, and therefore the eggs and the oats will help with that.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Last part here, don't forget to add your Italian seasoning and make sure you cool it down after. Don't forget, all recipes are listed down below. Don't forget to wash all of your produce. This is such an important step. Here I'm just using water and salt and just something simple and less harsh. Particular carrot, I had to scrape the tops there just because they had like hidden dirt in it, and It's not good to have that when you're trying to plate, so I want to make sure it's all clean and pristine. Now we're going to be adding all of our ingredients that we've prepared on the side and going to be building the loaf. By the way, I forgot to mention that this recipe is double than what I have initially written. I ended up with having 2 meatloaves in the end. It was actually a lot. So the recipe down below in the description bar is intended for only 1 loaf. Don't forget to wear gloves while mixing this meatloaf. It's just easier to mix it by hand. If you want to taste your meatloaf, you can grab a little bit and then fry it up in the pan and then taste it there, that you can adjust your seasoning. That's the most important part when making the meatloaf, because once you make it into a loaf, you won't be able to go back.
Well, I guess you remember now. And it's too good to be true. And I'll try to deny. But the love that I felt was so blue. Try deny. Once again now. I'm sorry to show you the truth. But I just gotta say that I love you.
For this part, I just gradually added the milk, the butter, and the seasoning. You can definitely blend the potatoes, or if you have a mixer, you can definitely mix it there, but I just used my masher here and it works just fine. It's just a little bit tedious. Gotta work with it. At least I'm building muscles while I'm doing it. I decided to steam my carrots first before I pan grill them, and the reason for this is that it's more quicker that way. For this meatloaf sauce, I went ahead and used some ketchup, barbecue sauce, A1 sauce, a little sugar, some apple vinegar, and a little bit of water.
And I know you know all the things that made us. My feelings for you don't go. And I know you know all the things that broke us. But see how to let you go. Take my hand and fall.
Depending on the strength of your oven, you can cook it for longer or shorter. I cooked mine for 1 hour and 30 minutes.
See, I'll be there, you'll be with me. I'll let you in my fantasy. A place for me, a place to be. I'll let you in my fantasy.
When I pan grilled this asparagus, I just used salt and butter. And for the carrots, I pan grilled it first and then I added more butter, a little bit of water, maple syrup, and some rosemary. Don't forget to also season your carrots.
I don't even know why we're still on the opposite side. Maybe we crossed the line, or you would make me cry. And I know you know all the things that made us. My feelings for you don't go. And I know you know all the things that broke us. I still have to let you go. Take my hand and follow me. I'll let you in my fantasy. So sweet. I'll let you in my fantasy. I'll be there, you'll be with me. I'll let you in my fantasy. A place for me, a place. Let you in my fantasy.
Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and have a beautiful day. See you in the next one.